So Bryan Llenas back on the trail. Staten Island today, Brooklyn yesterday, and hello to you there, Bryan.
Bill and Dana, good morning. Well, Zohran Mamdani's 5-day anti-Trump citywide tour continues here on Staten Island, which is perhaps the most conservative of the 5 boroughs for sure. He'll be visiting a restaurant behind me, a Mediterranean restaurant. Now, Mamdani insists that this anti-Trump tour is necessary because the president is attacking the city with his policies, cutting Medicaid and food benefits for New Yorkers. But critics say Mamdani is focused on Trump to distract from his socialist ideals and extreme policies, like government-run grocery stores and instituting an immediate rent freeze citywide. Yesterday, I questioned Mamdani about this policy, noting some argue that freezing rents would bankrupt landlords, discourage housing construction, and make housing less affordable.
The rent freezes that we're speaking about, these are rent freezes that have already taken place in New York City. They happened 3 times under the previous administration. The issues that we're having of housing supply, these are long-term issues in New York City, some of which have to do with politics and policies. Those previous rent freezes were temporary, were they not?
Sorry, we're going to have one more question.
I've spoken about a 4-year rent freeze.
Mamdani says he wants a 4-year rent freeze, which notably is the length of his first term if elected. Those 3 other temporary city rent freezes he talked about lasted just a year each and included COVID-19. Meantime, the mudslinging between Mamdani and his opponent, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, continues. Mamdani releasing a new ad apparently attempting to tie Cuomo to Jeffrey Epstein.
The New York Times uncovered that Cuomo had worked with his longtime friend Andrew Farkas on a luxury marina project in Puerto Rico. Farkas' previous partner on luxury marinas in the Caribbean, Jeffrey Epstein.
A campaign spokesperson for Cuomo says that Cuomo did not know Epstein, and he called the ad desperation from conspiracy peddling. Zohran will hope to ask more questions today at 1 p.m.
You got it. We'll be watching. Thanks, Bryan. Nice to see you there in Staten Island. Dana.
And more on this with Clay Travis from Outkick. I don't know if it's desperation. Let's look at these poll numbers here. This is from August 4th, Siena poll. Mamdani at 44%, Cuomo at 25%, Eric Adams down at 7%, and of course the Republican at 12%. So I feel like the Republicans, or even his opponents, Cuomo, Adams, they're just caught flat-footed. They're not talking about anything that people really want to talk about. They're not making the case, and you might end up with Mamdani as mayor.
Yeah, they're gonna. Thanks for having me on, and great job, Bill, in Israel. That was incredible work, and I'm impressed that you're already back here in New York City at work. But look, the reality is that poll you just showed, Dana, crystallizes this race. Unless everybody else opposed to Mamdani drops out and throws all their support behind one person, doesn't matter who it is, but one person, Cuomo, Sliwa, or Eric Adams, then you're going to see Mamdani win. And let me make this argument, guys, by the way. I feel bad because you guys live in New York City and you would have to deal with this communist being elected, the commie Mamdani. But I actually think nationwide it would benefit Republicans because as we move towards the midterm next year, I think it would crystallize AOC and Mamdani as the face of the Democrat Party. And these are not middle-of-the-road actors. These are militant communist and certainly militant socialist. And so ultimately, I think one of the great flaws of capitalism, and it may be the only flaw of capitalism, is capitalism works so well that it makes people think they don't need capitalism to live well. And I think it's why so many young people in New York City are responding to Mamdani.
So he took to TikTok in December. These are the grocery stores that are part of his campaign. This is what he said online.
Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging.
Here's the catch. They did that in Kansas City, and the place went out of business yesterday. It's closed.
They also do it in Cuba all the time, and there's nothing there. This doesn't work. First of all, it's basic economics, and this is where I think, again, not understanding basic economics seems to be the one thing that most Democrats share now. The profit margin in a grocery store is 1 or 2%. It is incredibly difficult to make money in grocery stores. And so the idea that somehow you're going to outprice or outprofit any grocery store and make it more affordable in New York City is laughably absurd. And anyone who works in the grocery industry looks at this and says, this is indicative of a guy who doesn't understand at all what is required in order to feed the people of New York City. Right. And look, you just mentioned that Kansas City location. If you watch that story, it wasn't only that they didn't have any product. It's that the product they did have was out of date. It was moldy. It was, look at the footage here of what they had in these stores. This is what happens when governments try to run anything. They fail. And again, I think it's sad, but New Yorkers may have to learn the lesson of what inefficient left-wing government requires in order to elect this guy.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.